A real cyber attack doesn't happen in 5 minutes. It happens over weeks, sometimes months. And it happens in steps, 7 of them. Once you know the steps, you can spot an attack at any point. And if you can spot it, you can stop it. I'm Unsalted. I work in cybersecurity. Let's get into it. The model we are using is called the Cyber Kill Chain. It was created by Lockheed Martin, and it's the same model that every SOC analyst learns in the first week on the job. To make it easy to follow, we'll use a fictional company. Let's call it Northwind Logistics. 300 employees, normal IT, no idea what's coming.
Phase 1, Reconnaissance.
Step 1 is Reconnaissance. That just means research. Before the attacker writes a single line of code, they study the target. And almost all of that research is done in public places. LinkedIn tells them who works at Northwind. The company website tells them which tools the company uses. Job listings tells them what security software the company is trying to hire people to manage. For Northwind, the attacker finds Priya. She's the finance manager. She has approval rights on payments. The contact details are right there on the company's vendor page. At this stage, the attacker hasn't touched a single system. They have just done the homework.
Phase 2, Weaponization.
Step 2 is Weaponization. This is where the attacker builds the actual tool. This step happens on the attacker's own computer, so Northwind never sees it. They build a fake invoice, a PDF, and inside the PDF, they hide a small piece of code that will run the moment the file is open. The invoice doesn't need to be clever. It just needs to look like something Priya sees every day.
Phase 3, Delivery.
Step 3 is delivery. This is the moment the weapon reaches the victim. There are 3 common ways in email, a bad website, a USB drive left somewhere on purpose. Email is the most common by a wide margin. The fake invoice lands in Priya's inbox on a Tuesday morning. It looks like it came from a real vendor she works with. The wording sounds urgent, so she opens it before her second coffee. This is the last clean moment before things go wrong.
Phase 4, Exploitation.
Step 4 is Exploitation. This is the moment the weapon fires. The hidden code inside the PDF runs. The PDF shows a loading screen for a few seconds, then nothing. Priya thinks the file is broken. She goes back to her work. But the attacker now has the code running on her machine for the first time. They have a foot in the door.
Phase 5, Installation.
Step 5 is Installation. This is where temporary access becomes permanent. The first piece of code was small. It had one job: download a bigger piece of malware, something that hides deep inside the system, something that survives, reboots, and stays out of sight from antivirus. By the time Priya goes home that evening, the attacker doesn't have just a way in. They have a permanent, hidden presence on a machine.
Phase 6, Command and Control, C2.
Command and Control. Most people call it C2. This is the step that really defines a modern attack. Once the malware is installed, it opens a hidden connection back to the attacker. Through that connection, the attackers can send live commands, move from Priya's laptop to another machines on the network, steal more passwords, find the servers that matter. This is not a smash and grab. The attacker spends weeks just watching, learning the network from the inside. For Northwind, the attacker uses Priya's laptop to reach the IT department. From IT, they reach the systems that handle payments. By the time anyone notices, the attacker has been inside for 30 days.
Phase 7, Actions on Objectives.
The last step is actions on objectives. This is where the attacker finally does the thing they came to do. For Northwind, the thing is ransomware. On a Friday evening, after most of the staff has gone home, they trigger the encryption. Every machine they have reached, all at once. Northwind comes back on Monday morning. Every file is locked, every system is down, a ransom note is waiting on every screen. The attack that started 45 days ago with one LinkedIn search has just become a crisis. That is how a real cyber attack actually unfolds. And here is the part that matters most. Every single step is a chance to stop the attack. If the email filter had caught the invoice, the chain breaks at step 3. If antivirus had stopped the bigger malware, it breaks at step 5. If network monitoring had flagged the strange traffic, it breaks at step 6. Defense is about catching the attack as early as possible. The earlier you catch it, the less damage it does. If you have made it this far, subscribe. See you in the next one.